welcome back to my channel. Guys, you know what I realized? I'm on holiday and I've been talking about stuff, but I did not explain Ferragosto. Do you guys know what it is? Do you know why Italians do this whole August holiday thing? All right, subscribe to the channel. This is a quick down and dirty explanation of Italians and their Ferragosto holiday. All right, so you know there's a long history in Italy, and Ferragosto didn't start as Ferragosto really, but it started in ancient Roman times. And basically it was like Emperor Augustus started this holiday on August 1st for the farmers so that they can have a day off. And actually their patron was supposed to give them a tip. You know, they're supposed to go greet them, whatever, like, yay, blah, 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 here's the money. So it actually became obligatory. This became a national holiday, and it was obligatory for the field owners, the bosses of these people, to give them a monetary tip for their work. So that's how it started, okay? And this was in ancient Roman times, and they started this as a political thing. But you know what happened? The church. So the Catholic Church decided, well, we want in on this holiday, but since it was a political holiday, they changed the date to August 15th, which is actually this weekend. And so basically it's supposed to be the Assumption of Mary. If you don't know what the Assumption of Mary means, basically, you know, Mary, the supposed mom of Jesus, going where she goes, to heaven or wherever. She was assumed, whatever. So that's kind of the religious aspect of it. Now, this continued during the fascist period. It kind of adjusted as well, because when Mussolini wanted to give a little, I don't know, something to the poor, you know, he decided that he would do a long weekend, which they called a ponte. So in the States, you know, if you have like July 4th off and it's a Friday, or say it's a Thursday, and you just have that day off, you might take that Friday and have a nice long weekend, right? So they call that a ponte here, and so it's kind of just like skipping some days, like a bridge to the next day, next work day over a long weekend. So this was his idea. Mussolini was like, I give this to the poor, to have a few days to go and travel to other cities, to visit archaeological sites, to have some culture in their lives, if you will. So this became a long weekend. And so it kind of evolved where it started to become most of the month of August. And over time, oh, and the long weekend thing, sorry, the Mussolini part with the long weekend, so he gave discounts for the trains or whatever it is that took the people to different cities. They were really, really discounted, but it did not include food and drink. And so this is why like families started to get together and also like do barbecues and have big kind of festive meals together. So they would travel somewhere, they'd go to the sea, you know, spend time with extended family and have a big celebration. So it just kind of grew and grew and grew into like the entire month of August, until capitalism. So now, you know, in modern days, and this is actually, when I say modern days, I mean this kind of changed in the early 2000s, I think around 2010 or 2009, that the whole country didn't shut down because capitalism. Like, you shut down a whole country and only the few towns on the sea have people that are working. The whole country is not making money. So that's kind of adjusted where people have a few weeks on and off, and it's overlapping, so the entire country doesn't shut down anymore. But we still have Ferragosto. And actually it's funny because when I first met my partner, he was working for himself, So we spent the entire month here. And now that he has me and the kids, well, he had to get more work. So he can't spend the entire month here. That's why in the beginning I was here just with the kids myself, and he probably will have to work again before the end of August and kids start school. So that is the quick down and dirty version of Ferragosto. We actually have kind of changed because of the pandemic. Our whole extended family would get together here at the summer house, and we on the 15th, which is the actual day of Ferragosto, we'd have a big meal and everybody would contribute. Except, let me tell you, the first year I contributed some food, I made, I fried some fish, and I made a salad, a peach and tomato salad. So the fish I made, you know, I had my hot sauce, I had my whole thing. The fish that I made, everybody likes for the most part, except for I used garlic powder in the batter. And if you have watched my other video about Italians and garlic and just kind of like, you know, whatever, some people didn't appreciate the garlic powder. They were overly, they thought it was too much. And one of the cousins really hated my peach and tomato salad. It was all fine and good, but it was just kind of funny. So since then, no one has asked me to contribute anything on Ferragosto, which is fine, I guess, because whatever. But that is the quick overview of what the holiday is and what we are doing here. So subscribe to the channel, and ciao ciao for now.